We're in lockdown in Melbourne, so it was so nice to do my makeup for nothing. Well, for this video really, for you guys. I did my makeup for you guys. Hello everyone, I'm Hannah and I'm the brand and content manager here at Adore Beauty. Welcome to my house. I am filming remotely today because I'm going to show you the whole process of getting a keratin treatment. I am known around the office as Hagrid, as if you've watched any of my hair videos you will know. I have very frizzy and unmanageable hair and it's actually quite heat damaged, so the natural curl that I had when I was young has really been lost. So I have decided to get a keratin treatment and the amazing team at Goldwell, they have a keratin treatment called Goldwell Kerasilk. They organised for me to go to Conrad Hair in Armidale in Melbourne. We're gonna head over to Goldwell. I was filming there, kind of take you through the process of what happened. And then also there's a lot of home care that you need to do once you get back from the hairdressers. So I'll take you through the whole thing so that you know everything about getting a keratin treatment. So first of all, what is a keratin treatment? Basically, keratin is like an essential protein in your hair, nails, skin. So a keratin treatment is not permanent. It lasts for about 3 to 5 months, and you have to be using the right products to make sure that it's going to last. The keratin penetrates the hair follicle, so what will happen is the hair will appear more luscious, smoother. Unlike chemical straightening, which actually permanently changes the structure of your hair by breaking down those bonds, keratin is like sucked up by like the porous parts of your hair so that you've got this like really smooth, like luscious finish, and so that will really help to tame the frizz that you're experiencing. When I was younger, I used to get chemical straightening done overseas, so I've had it done like 3 times. This was like 10 years ago at least. The reason I get the chemical straightening done every single time I go overseas is because I land and I get off the plane, my hair just goes boof, like Monica when she goes to Barbados. Like that is me. And what chemical straightening does is it actually breaks down the bonds in your hair so that they straighten. But it can permanently damage your hair. So what I ended up with was like this kind of reverse, is it a reverse mullet? All of this was like gone. So I wouldn't really recommend doing that. If you are interested in getting chemical straightening done, I would suggest going to a reputable hairdresser and asking whether it's suitable for your hair. But what we're here today to talk about is the keratin treatment. I can assure you it really works. You won't actually have dead straight hair, but you'll have this like I have, it'll feel softer and smoother. And the best thing about it is that it's so much more manageable to style. Usually what happens for me is that I straighten my hair and then the next morning it's like boof again. Whereas this is you straighten your hair, go over each section once, and then the next morning you've still got really straight hair. The number one thing that you have to remember is to not use any products with sulfates, because sulfates will basically ruin the keratin treatment and you'll have wasted all your time and money. So on to how the actual treatment works. You go into the salon and they'll ask to see your hair prior, so I sent some photos of my hair, but you'll have probably a consultation with your hairdresser to see what your hair's like. You can't have dyed your hair within the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to get to the issue with hair dye and how it interacts with the keratin treatment. What happens when you get there is they wash your hair first, then they blow dry your hair, then they add the keratin treatment on each strand of hair. Once they've done that, they will blow dry the hair again. They will go over small sections with straightener, like I think it was around 7 times for each section. So it does take quite a long time if you have thick hair like I do. And then once they've done that, they leave it on for a little bit. Then you'll get it washed out, they'll blow dry it, and voila. That's it. Process for me took about 4 hours. Depends what your hair's like, but it could take as little as like 2 to 3 hours. And then I think some people may be there for, 5 to 6 hours. Oh my God, I feel like a new woman. Feels so soft. I'm a little bit sweaty because I've been sitting under a hairdryer. Can you see? But how fresh does that hair look? Oh my God. So my hair was so smooth, so beautiful, but the only issue was that the keratin treatment can strip the color from your hair. So it's been 5 days since I had my keratin treatment. I didn't wash it in that time, so it was straightened, so it was kind of hard to see
exactly the result. So now I get to see the result of the keratin treatment.
This is my hair dry. I knew it wasn't going to be dead straight, but you can just see like the frizz. It's really quite incredible. Why have I gone like 31 years and not doing this? Look, the only thing that I'll say is that it has stripped away some of my color, which the hairdresser warned me about. She said that it's because you've used a box dye. It was like a casting cream, so it was a semi-permanent color. So she was like, it's probably going to strip some of that color, which it has. Basically, I was blonde like 18 months ago, and then I had to dye my hair back brown, even though, you know, I really like my natural color, which is the natural color in my roots. But what has happened is I've had to keep dyeing my hair, which is like this vicious cycle. And I've been using a box dye at home, and the box dye lifts the color, and then adds the color, and then what the keratin treatments, it sucks that color back out. So you're kind of left with, my hair was like it looks quite orange, quite light, but the hairdresser gave me some amazing tips, which I hadn't actually heard before. So she suggested that I stop dyeing my hair altogether. She's like, your hair is a beautiful, dark, rich chocolate color. You should just keep that and grow out the, I guess, all this color that has been lifted, grow that out. Actually, today it's looking good because I've used 2 products in the last week since I had the treatment. Make sure that any product that you're using does not have sulfates. Seriously. So there's 2 products that I've used. So the first one is the Evo Fabuloso Cool Brown Color Boosting Treatment. It's like a pigmented conditioning treatment. So that's what it looks like. What you do is you add that to towel dried hair, and then you leave it in, I think, for about 3 minutes. So I'll keep using that to kind of freshen up the color when it starts to fade. So no more box dyeing for me at this point. I want to get back to my natural color. Although by the time I get back to my natural color, I will probably be grey. The other one that I recommend is the Redken Color Extend Brown Lights. This is actually a blue toning conditioner. It's super pigmented. You've got to wear gloves with both of these. And what blue does is it neutralizes those orange brassy tones. These 2 products will really help in between salon visits. What I would recommend is don't dye your hair, get the keratin treatment. I think you wait 2 weeks and then you can get your hair dyed. Now on to at home. I had the Goldwell Kerasilk treatment done, and what these products will do will help to maintain the keratin, so you'll really get longevity out of the treatment. You really only need the shampoo and conditioner as kind of the minimum, but I have a few other ones that I've been using. So the Kerasilk Control Shampoo and Conditioner, that's your shampoo and conditioner. But I've also been using, this is the Kerasilk Intensive Smoothing Mask. And this, seriously, you can just see, I'm like, my hair has this nice wave. If I was going to Thailand, which, let's be real, I'm not anytime soon. I reckon if I was in Thailand, I wouldn't even bother washing it. I'd just be using this mask. So that's the mask. It's a really intensive smoothing treatment. I love this mask. I'm actually going to straighten my hair to show you what happens with the straightener. I also will be using the Kerasilk protective oil afterwards for a really nice smooth finish. I've straightened my hair and it's so smooth. It's unlike when I usually straighten it. It doesn't get that kind of nice silky smooth straight sleek look. If I curl, I use the Hot Tools curl bar. Particularly if I curl, I will add in a little bit of smoothing oil, and I'm using the Kerasilk Rich Protective Oil. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and comment below if you want to see more videos like this. But we will see you next time for some more hair. What is this? It's like a Beauty Risk Taker Hannah Hair Edition. So in a few months when I think the next one is going to be growing my hair long. So much to do, not enough time.